One, first I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and in truth. And you know what? England just lost in the World Cup. They just got kicked out. Ain't no celebrations over here. It's nothing but mourning right now. And I'm glad for that. You know, I was hoping for that. I don't want these Edomites here in England to see no more glory. Yeah, only despair. All right, and that's what's coming. Despair and mourning. And right now they're gonna be hurt as hell. But it's over a fucking football game. Well, guess what? You're gonna be really hurt because Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna bring an end to England completely. Okay. All right, you Edomites, you different heathens, even you Jakes that live here in England, that uphold this place, that uphold the corporation of your oppressors. Hey, you're gonna be brokenhearted when you see what the judgment the Lord's gonna bring on this country called England. Okay, the Lord is gonna break down all these cities, all these towns. He's gonna bring this place into desolation. Okay, the land is going to be spared, but everything that you've built, okay, everything that you've built, and the majority of you people here in the UK is going to be brought down to the ground. All right, and England is going to cease to exist. Like I said, the land is going to be here, but hey, in the beginning of the kingdom of heaven, there ain't going to be no people here, because all you heathens that survive the days of judgment that are to come, you're going into slavery. You're going on slave ships, man. You're going to the land of Israel and to you know, different places to help build up the kingdom of heaven and to serve your punishment. All right, so you think you're feeling hurt right now and disappointment? You wait and see, man. All your monuments, everything. And I'm gonna get it in the scriptures because it's all gonna surround the Lord making you play his World Cup, which is World War III. But the thing is, in World War III, there ain't no winners. There's only losers. And there's a biggest loser. And that's it. Which is going to be America. Because America is going to be destroyed completely. That land is going to be brought to complete desolation and be a desert. Okay? It's going to become a desert. All right? But all these different nations, they're all going to be brought to an end. All right? And the peoples that survive are all going into slavery. And the only people that are going to glory in that day is the elect of Israel. This is Isaiah 34:1. Come near, ye nations, to hear and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear and all that is therein. So that's all the different peoples, man. All right, from all over the world, in these different so-called countries. All right, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. Okay, the Lord ain't with none of these nations, none of these corporations, none of these political groups, none of these religions. The Lord ain't with none of that. All right, his indignation is upon all these nations. I don't care if it's the Philippines, whether it's America, Britain, whether it's Russia, Iran. The Lord ain't with none of them nations. The only people that the Lord is with is his people, beginning with the elect of Israel. And right now, we ain't got no corporation and no organization according to this world. All right, we ain't no Brazilians, we ain't no Argentinians. If Brazil win the World Cup, they didn't win it for Asher. Brazil is a flipping slave colony, man. All right, Brazil is a corporation set up by the Portuguese and is run and controlled by Portuguese Edomites to this very day. So to hell with Brazil, okay, to hell with France, to hell with Croatia. You look at that heartbreak as England is out of the World Cup. Well, there's more heartbreak to come. Trust me, you people out there in England, you're gonna know the loss of loved ones, man. You're gonna know the great loss. You're gonna know captivity, man. All right, it says, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. Right, all these nations are gonna be heartbroken, man. That reminds me of that old school bassline tune, heartbroken. Yeah, that's what's gonna be. And his fury upon all their armies. All right, because a lot of these footballers, a lot of these athletes, man, they're gonna be drafted into World War III and they're gonna die in them wars. Okay, because there ain't gonna be no football going on. There ain't gonna be no basketball. So when the Lord commences to make these nations play his sport, which is the sport of war, they're going to have a military draft, because so many men, the men that are in the military right now are going to die very quickly. Okay, when you go back to World War II and World War One, the same thing happened. The machines and the destructive power of the nations involved meant that it became a meat grinder. All right, so a lot of the men that entered that war, they didn't last, man. They died very quickly. That's why they had to bring in a draft to replace those men, those seasoned men that died. All right, and the same thing's gonna happen in World War III. A lot of you people out there, man, you're gonna be a part of what's known as an emergency draft, because these career soldiers are gonna be dead, and they're gonna draft you in. They're gonna give you a quick 1 week, 2 week training exercise, and then they're gonna ship you out to war. And a lot of you are gonna be like they show you in Save It Private Ryan. Well, what did you do before the war? Well, yeah, well, I was a footballer, and nobody gonna give a fuck in that day. They're gonna give you a gun, and you're gonna have to go out there and get the job done. All right, so a lot of these footballers and celebrities and TV personalities, they're not part of the elite. Now, the elite, the super elite, they're not gonna be fighting in no wars. But the rest of you people, you ain't nobody. You're only somebody in that particular thing. When that thing is of no worth anymore, what are you? Oh, you a singer, man. You ask Muhammad Ali about the draft. His ass had to go to jail. He was a boxer. He was famous. They put his ass in jail because he refused to go to war. You must think this is a joke, man. You wait and you see. A lot of you people out there think you gonna be cushy. The Lord's gonna have you out there, out of your element, man. He's gonna take you out of your element, put you in the meat grinder. All right, he have utterly destroyed them, right? Because ultimately all these armies of these nations around the world are going to be completely destroyed. There's not going to be one army left standing, man. All right, when our Lord returns, they're going to be completely destroyed. These nations are going to be completely broken. All right, ain't going to be no one left. All right, they're all going to be losers. All right, he have utterly destroyed them. He have delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, right? And the mountains shall be melted with their blood. So they're gonna be a lot of dead men, all right. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and this is going into the missiles. And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, right? That's that mushroom cloud. And all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth from the vine, and as a fallen fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down on Idumea. Because the people that's going to get the most destruction are you Edomites, beginning with America. You're going to get hit with the most missiles, man. You're the biggest losers. And upon the people of my curse, the judgment. Because you Edomites are the people of the Lord's curse going back to Cain, man. And you're going to be cursed from the earth. All right, you Edomites are going to be punished and exterminated, man. All right. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, which represents America. That's the chief city of these Edomites, the tip of the spear. And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, which that represents where you Edomites are living now. All right. And the beginning of that is America. That's your chief land that you possess at this moment in time. Because the people determine the land. The land don't determine the people. All right. The unicorn shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. So all this hell is going to come down on the earth, and these nations are going to be utterly broken down because of the wickedness they've committed against the children of Israel, man. even though they don't want to accept that. These English people don't want to accept that there's judgment coming to them because of the wickedness that their forefathers and they themselves have done in regards to the children of Israel, man. Beginning with Judah and Benjamin, because the British devil mainly put a foot up Judah and Benjamin's ass, and guess what, man? It's gonna come back on their head. All right. Let me get this scripture, man. Hey, it's gonna go down, man. And all these stadiums, they're all gonna be leveled, okay? None of you nations, none of your monuments, your cities, your buildings, none of these things are gonna be left standing in the kingdom of heaven. It's all gonna be broken down and destroyed, man. All right, there's gonna be a new heavens and a new earth. All right, while you're busy building up the kingdom of heaven, beginning with Israel, the different lands around the earth are going to be recycled, man, and be broken down back to the freshness. They're going to be renewed. All right, all your cities, everything's going to be broken down and go back to the wild, and then you're going to have to go back and start again. All right, we ain't gonna be living everything's gonna have to be from the ground up in the kingdom of heaven. That means everything that's up is gonna have to be brought down to the ground now. It's that simple. All right, and if the World War III don't do it, the chariots are gonna come and finish the job. Okay, this is 2 Ezra 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And you can see that already happening. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine. And even a lot of you people that you think you rich, a lot of you people that think you're rich and you have abundance right now, well, guess what? When the banking system collapses and the currencies collapse, all that money you think you got is going to be worthless. You're going to be just like anybody else, man. And you're going to have to get it where you can. Now, you might say, oh, I'm going to take a chip and get some government handouts. Well, what if the government ain't got no food for you? What are you going to do then? So a lot of you people are going to die of famine. And a lot of you people that are living fat right now are going to die of famine. Because you're going to find yourself in a position you never thought you'd be in. But hey, the pride before destruction, the heart of man is haughty. See, a lot of you people, man, you really think you set for life. Especially a lot of you people that's got money. You people that's in the upper classes. You think you got everything figured out and you think money is always going to be a defense for you. But you're going to find out a lot of you are going to die of famine, man. You poke fun and make fun of them Ethiopians starving to death. A lot of you going to starve to death in your Ferraris, man, with no petrol. You remember I said it's the spirit of the Lord. And the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. They're going to die by way of the wars and the race riots and all kind of madness. It says, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. So like I told you, all these different cities and nations, man, they're going to be cast down, man. Right now, these cities are sitting up there in their glory with their skyscrapers and this, that. These cities are going to be cast down. These cities are going to be stinking something foul. Sewage system's going to break down. There's going to be dead bodies, dead animals, everything decomposing in the streets. It's going to be stink. It's going to be on fire. It's going to be brought to rubble. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. And you're really going to mourn then. Okay? You're really going to be hurt then. And I'm telling you, London, Manchester, Birmingham, Portsmouth, Liverpool, all these English cities are going to be brought down, man. Most of these cities were built up of the enslavement of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi anyway, and the rape, robbery, and murder of the Native American Indians, man. All right, they're full of wickedness, man, idolatry, murder, all kind of iniquity, man. The Lord's going to bring them down to the ground, man. They're going to be cast down. There shall be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. What that represent? Does that mean there's going to be no people left at all? No, it means there's going to be extreme depopulation of the earth. The number of people on earth right now, it's going to be a small number at the end of this deal in comparison, man. Because the Lord's going to bring great death. The tree shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? So over here in England, you're going to have apple trees, pear trees, blueberries, all these different things growing. And all you Edomites are either going to be dead or in slavery. So there's going to be no one here to pick the fruit, man. So the fruit is just going to fall off the tree. And the birds will eat some, and you ain't going to be no people here. All right? We're going to have to come back over and repopulate at a later date. All right, that's how it's going to be. The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? For all places shall be desolate of men. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice. For of a city there shall be 10 left, right? And 2 of the field. Meaning it's going to be a small number, man. Like you might have a city of like 10 million people, man. There's no telling how many people are going to be left, man. And the ones of you that's going to be left, you're going to be gathered up and put into slavery. Now, we're going to need a lot of slaves, but we ain't going to need all of y'all. So, hey, bear that in mind. All right? All right? And you English people, man, we're going to build slave ships for you, man. And them ships are going to set sail from these ports in England, man. And we're going to ship you all around the world, man. We're going to ship you over to the land of Israel, man. You're going to know what it's like to go on that slave ship, man. You're going to know, trust me, you're going to experience the slave ship treatment. You damn devils going on Caribbean cruises. Remember one devil telling me about how, yeah, and our cruise actually followed the slave passage. Do you know these devils actually go on cruises that go to West Africa and then follow the actual slave journey over into the Caribbean, and then they come and try and educate you about what happened? You damn devils, you on a damn cruise ship, Caribbean, what Royal Caribbean cruise, man. Listen, man. Judgment is coming, man. We're gonna have a whole different type of cruising. You're gonna be cruising for that bruising. All right, when that time comes, trust me. All right, it says, as in an orchard of olives, upon every tree there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek through the vineyard. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. And the earth shall be laid waste. So that war and the chariots is going to lay this earth to waste, man. All your civilizations and your cities are going to be brought to nothing. They're going to be brought to dust, man. So next time you're in a city near you, look around you. It's not going to be here in the future. It's going to be brought down. All right, all them buildings, all them monuments, all the great heritage sites, world heritage, even the pyramids in Egypt, we're going to break down and destroy, man. We don't need that shit. It's going to be brought down. That's of the old world. Everything of this old world is going to be brought low and brought down to the ground, man. All right. It's all defiled. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old. Like right now, you got farmlands that are all kept and ordered. They're going to go back to whatever they would be if the farmer didn't put in no work. They're just going to grow whatever. They're going to go back to the wild. The fields thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns. Like right now, all the roads and pathways and the paving, ain't nobody going to be there to maintain that. Ain't nobody going to be taking care of that. So it's just all going to be taken back by the wild. The earth is going to consume it. It's called serial succession. Look that up. It's a biological process. Or we suppose maybe you can call it an environmental process. All right. If you have a house and you leave that house there, nobody lives or maintains that house. Eventually, it becomes overgrown and it gets broken down, and the wild takes it. That's why you got a lot of cities in the Americas that they can't find them because the jungle just took it. Nobody was there to keep it and maintain it, so the jungle consumed it, and it's never going to be found again. The same thing's going to happen to your cities, man. You think you're special? All right. It says because no man shall travel there through, right? Or you big motorways and all, it's gonna be gone. There's gonna be grass. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms, right? And because there's gonna be a lot of men that's gonna be put to death in these wars, and there's gonna be certain women too that's gonna be out there. They're gonna be blasted, and women shall mourn, having no husbands. Okay, their husbands are gonna be drafted out. They're gonna die. Yeah, they might put the women in the work camp like they did last time. They put women in work camps working in the factories, and their husbands are out there with the guns. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, You're going to have people whose fiancé going to be out there before they can even get married. It's finished. And their husband shall perish of famine. Okay? So, hey, I'm glad England lost. And England is going to continue to lose. And in the end, England is going to cease to exist. And you're going to really be heartbroken then. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.